Hello everybody. Today I would like to do a book review. The book I have chosen is by Haruki Murakami and it is titled What I Talk About When I Talk About Running. Haruki Murakami's book provides guidance and reflection on what it takes and how to continue with a challenging pursuit such as running a marathon. Murakami not only talks about doing it once, but continuously doing it for 25 years. This self-described memoir begins in the foreword, with Murakami relating the mantra, "Pain is inevitable, suffering is not." So once again, pain is inevitable, suffering is not. This sets the scene for the book, in which Murakami talks from experience, sharing with the reader his 23-year pursuit of running. Having run in 23 marathons and being an established writer, Murakami is well credentialed to write on the subject. Readers with an interest in both running and persevering in their own interests independently for enduring periods are likely to be inspired by this book. Drawing in readers, including those interested in running, is a shortened form of an article penned by the author about running in Greece from Athens to Marathon. This is the reverse of the route from which the modern marathon derives its name. Included in this explanation is how Murakami did the run at the request of a running magazine for the purpose of a travelogue. What connects with the reader is the vivid imagery used in the article to describe running under the hot Greek sun. Murakami describes running past a dead dog that still looks warm, and then a flat cat, and how he is dying of thirst. But going further, Murakami describes how his perspiration immediately evaporates, leaving behind a layer of white salt. He then goes on to describe that when he licked his lips, they tasted like anchovy paste. This description of human experience is a highlight for me. A persistent theme in the book is the link between endurance sports with pain. Murakami provides insight on his own running pains and his strengths. In an interesting episode, likely to resonate with many runners, the author describes being passed by girls who look like first-year university students. The women all look so bright, so healthy, attractive and serious, brimming with self-confidence, Murakami describes. But he then notes, when comparing himself with these girls, that he must know a lot more about pain. In the final chapter, Murakami provides that pain is the reason why people do sports like the marathon, or rather because of the want to overcome the pain, and that through this process we can get the feeling of being truly alive. Throughout the book, Murakami is unassuming when describing his achievements. He provides that sometimes for a marathon, he broke 3.5 hours. This is a pace of exactly 1 kilometre in 5 minutes. It is an easy task, given that most people have smartwatches these days, for readers to compare themselves to Murakami's marathon pace. I checked myself last week and found that, unsurprisingly, I am a little slower than Murakami. Most people will conclude that Murakami is not a slow marathoner, but that he remains humble. For many runners, what may be missing in the book is coverage of the joy of running. Murakami provides his experience of persisting with running 6 days a week for years and completing yearly marathons. But in contrast, Christopher McDougall, in his book, Born to Run, talks of the joy of running. McDougall's book was published a year after Murakami's book and provides a very different and inspiring perspective on running. McDougall tells the story of the Tarahumara tribe from Mexico. According to McDougall, the Tarahumara people are born to run. For those of us who are not born to run, Murakami's experiences may be much more down to earth. What I talk about when I talk about running was first written by Murakami in Japanese and then translated into English. This book was first published in English in 2008. Murakami was born in 1949. This makes Murakami presently around 76 years of age. I am confident that Murakami is still out there running and writing today. Murakami's memoir will no doubt inspire runners and readers in general to continue to pursue their goals, whether they to be run a marathon or to write a book. Please consider putting this book on your reading list.